Hey there, it's Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. Today's video is inspired by Kaz from Cats and Camera, and basically I am going to do something that I kind of said that I would never do. Kaz did this video where she turned all of the books that she hadn't read like the wrong way around, so she could see how many books she'd read and how many books she hadn't, and I was like, no, I'm never doing that because that'll make me the saddest woman alive. So today we're doing that because, you know what, I just couldn't get the idea out of my head. I was thinking, I wonder actually how many books that I haven't read here, and I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. You're all going to be really ashamed of me. Yeah, so I'm going to put my audiobook on. I'm listening to Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton because I kind of felt like a reread. I accidentally read a bunch of dinosaur things recently, so I thought, you know, I'll reread Jurassic Park. So I'll listen to that while I make this look sad. So it turns out that I haven't read as many of these books as I thought I had. There are some very, very sad looking shelves. Oh wow, so sad. Okay, I guess I'll show you them then. Okay, so we're gonna start up here on my classic shelf, which actually, you know, okay, it's okay. I've read some of it. I obviously don't like to take on these big classics, but you know what? Oh well. Now we're moving on to my shelf full of like thrillers, and these ones over here are all Patricia Cornwell books that I haven't read yet, so I'm sort of working my way through the series. Please don't point out that I have multiples of some of these. I know, I need to get rid of them, okay? I know. Some of you might realize that this is my David Gemmell shelf, or one of them, and there are a lot of books that are turned the other way around. These aren't actually Gemmell books, so I feel okay about that. But obviously these three and these are also Gemmell books. But basically, sometimes I just want there to be Gemmell that I've not read, so that I don't have to live in a world where there's no more Gemmell. So I like to leave myself something, okay? Now we're moving on to my James Patterson / other thriller shelf. So a bunch of these ones over here and these ones here are all James Patterson, and I just haven't got that far through the series, but I've been picking them up in charity shops and things like that, so I can justify why they exist on these shelves. More thrillers. Yeah. Thrillers. All from charity shops. All very cheap. Obviously, that's why I haven't read them. This is my large format shelf. So big ones that I've read, like part of a compendium of, like this one. This is my Jane Austen collection. I've read like half of it, but I'm not turning that around because I've tried. The rest of these are just like really random books, like mythology and things like that. That's what those ones are over there. Yeah, I've read all my graphic novels, apart from this one. Can you guess why? It's because it's huge. Next shelf. So this is basically just 2 series, and as you can see, I've finished those series. Obviously, we have the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices, and we have Terry Goodkind's Wizard's First Rule type books. I read a lot of them, and I gave up after Naked Empire. I just didn't really want to continue with them. They were good for what they were, but they're very, like, women-hating. This is the Harry Potter shelf. This shelf actually looks alright. I don't mind this shelf. This one makes me look like I actually try and read the books that I've got on my shelves. So we have this giant chunker here. It's under the dome. I'll obviously not tried to read that one yet. And then they're just basically a couple of other Stephen King ones there. And this is like a sci-fi series, and that, you know, I'm fine with that. This one is one of my favorite shelves because it's mostly the right way around. We have God's Grave the wrong way around, the rest of the Raven Cycle, and Akamath, and the Unwind series, which I haven't read yet. So they're all the other way around. But look, there's so many that I've read there. Wow. Achievement! Let me have this. I also really like this shelf. There are very few that are the wrong way around. We have 2 Gemmell ones here that I've not read. This one's a standalone, and this one's the 4th one in this series, which I'm working my way through on a reread so I can actually read this one. These few are just, you know, a few little ones. I feel okay about that shelf. Yeah, this shelf, not so good, because this one here is the wrong way around. It's actually the Heroes of Olympus series, and I've not read any of them, so technically that's like a big white spot right there as well. Yeah, as you can see, I tend to start trilogies and not finish them, so Well, this one's not a trilogy, it's a series, but still. I haven't actually got anywhere with that, so ugh, oh well. And this is the shelf of the most shame, apparently. I think this is why I try and keep this one out of your view most of the time, because wow, I haven't read hardly any of them. I don't even... Wow. Okay. This shelf up here is a shelf that is full of gifted books, so I try and spread these out amongst all my other books. If I want to feel like I'm reading something that someone's given to me, then I can pick one of these up and sort of enjoy myself, but I clearly haven't read all of them. Now this shelf isn't terrible. There are definitely series that I've actually started and finished on this shelf, which is, you know, not bad, but there are some like series that I haven't started. These are Marie Lu's other books. I think that one's Warcross, and that's the other trilogy. Don't remember what it's called though. Yeah, so these ones are mostly fantasy books that I just haven't got around to yet, because like sometimes I have a fear of going into fantasy, and I'm pretty sure that's why I haven't picked these up. Are you guys getting fed up of my excuses yet? Because I am. This is like a mix of fantasy and sci-fi and paranormal stuff, and basically it's about half and half, and most of that's taken up by Twilight. Again, you can see a theme with like the chunkers, but like whatever. And this is the black shelf of like dodgy, weird erotica books that usually have terrible themes and that sort of thing, and I can only take so many of these at a time, so you know, and that's why I've only read like a few of them. Like, I'm content for this to stay unread for a while. And this is the last shelf that I've actually turned around. My other shelf is a little bit more complicated, and it's mostly full of books that I haven't read, so I don't want to show you guys that one because I'll just get sad. So this one, well, yeah, this looks sad as well. I think these are mostly the books that I sort of forget about, so I don't really know why I've not read them. I just haven't. It just looks so sad. So sad. Wow. So I can't be bothered to set myself up properly again, so we're just going to sort of stand here so you can kind of see the sadness that lives beyond me. Anyway, that's this video. Please do go and check out Kaz's video, because it's her fault that I did this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!